Alright, so now that we've talked a little bit about the method and exactly what its benefits are and the purpose of the method, I now want to go through and sharing just how the method is done. So in this method, as I said, the breathing is the first thing. The breathing is really essentially just breathing fully in and letting go. Fully in and letting go. So as you notice, I'm actually using my breath through my mouth as well as I'm breathing in through my nose. The reason I'm doing that is because the rate at which we're going to be breathing is quite rapid. And so if I breathe in just through my nose, because the sinus airway is quite slow compared to breathing through our mouth, which is quite rapid, we need to actually start being able to breathe through our mouth as well as our nose to be able to breathe at the frequency that we're going to be breathing. So I'm just going to demonstrate what that frequency is. Just to let you know, it's very important that you follow your own rhythm. So even though I'm going to be leading you into an approximation of that rhythm, it's all about your internal focus, as we'll talk about more in the concentration next. But really, it's something like the rhythm of what I'm about to show you. So it goes something like this. Okay. So as you can see with that rhythm, it's quite quick, it's quite rapid. But what I want to accentuate here is that it's not breathing in so fully that I'm lifting and causing tension through my collarbones or lifting through my muscular system. It's really just to the full extent of where my breath capacity in my lungs feels like I'm creating some tension. So as you can see, the lifting is just a natural lifting of the diaphragm of the chest because I'm filling my lungs with air. And then from there, the exhale, when I say letting go, so fully in, letting go, is just letting go to where I comfortably let the air out. It's not forcing the lungs in any way, so it's not a forced exhalation. It's simply letting the air out of the lungs, just letting it collapse naturally. So that's the breathing cycle, is fully in, letting go, fully in, letting go. Now before we start, we're going to start breathing fully and letting go, but at a slower rhythm before we get into it. But as I said, your cycle will be something similar to mine, but then as you start to get into it yourself, I really want you to just breathe at a rhythm that's comfortable for you. Okay, so that's the first thing. So we're going to keep breathing in, out, fully in, letting go, fully in, letting go, until I finally say, last 3 breaths, final 3, final 2, final breath, fully in, let go. On that last breath, you're going to exhale, you're going to let go, and you're not going to breathe. So you're just going to hold an out breath. And you're going to sit on that out breath for as long as you're comfortable until you feel naturally you want to take a breath. Now of course this is going to vary for all of us. You might be holding your breath longer than me, you might be holding it less time than me, but remember, this is not a competition and this is not about how long we hold the breath hold. This is simply about getting into a certain state that I talked about in the first video leading up to this, about getting into a place where we awaken to our parasympathetic nervous system at the same time as increasing our sympathetic nervous system. So basically how to be in a relaxed state during stress. So I want you to sit there, like I said, until you feel the urge to breathe. When you feel your natural urge to breathe, you're going to take a breath. You're going to hold it for anywhere what feels like 20 to 40 seconds, anywhere somewhere in that window. Then you're going to release and you're going to come back to our original breathing before we started the round. Fully in, letting go, slow. But keeping our focus in the vibration in our body. After that, I'm going to call round 2, and then we're going to start a second round again. We're going to do a second round, same thing, and then round 3. So again, remember, the most important thing is your focus throughout this, that you stay relaxed and that you stay calmly focused with your attention initially on your breathing until you start feeling a vibration in your body, and then putting your attention into the vibration you feel in your body. Alright, so I'm going to leave it to the next video for us to start on the actual practice itself, so that when you come back to doing the practice you don't have to keep watching this explanatory video. Alright, see you in the breathing session.